The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Nashville. On first down, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Rip right, rip right. Hey.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Fertzer. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Let's go. 30. Let's go, second. 57 to Mike. Hit the trick left. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Let's
On first down, it's Tannehill. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch twitch.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
57 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Whip. Block.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. quarterback will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
A quick throw out to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 38 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Tannehill. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Bellore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They go play action now. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is Carson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Again, it's Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Tannehill. A slant to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the...
This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Carson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
It's Wilson on the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Green 80. Check 41. Green. Hey, 41.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.